Alright, that last video, make sure you read the description, because you've got to see all that it surrounds you. Everything that you're living in is designed to fuck you up, distract you, keep you busy, entertain you, all those things. Just like they have for generation after generation, you know, like our parents, our grandparents, great-grandparents. I mean, so many people, I mean, they sit in front of the scrying mirror and vegetate their lives away, then wonder, you know, then they all have that same routine of they're sick and dying. They're sick and all the time going to the hospital and doctor stuff, you know, and all this shit. But yet they don't circulate. We don't eat right here in America for the most part. I mean, you have to literally grow things yourself and do things yourself if you want it done right. Because you know, they're allowed to label things as organic or whatever, and it, you know, might not be, more than likely, and they're allowed to do it. They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. There's no regulations on a lot of things, especially unsafe things. Everything we live in is unsafe, designed to kill you. We're going through the second time of mass genocide, like the Great Flood. Pat on the back, ego. It was so great that they accomplished that, and then made up a new god and pointed their dirty, dipping fingers and blamed the new god, and wrote a new language and languages and this, that, and the other. Just lied. When there's different races of people around the world, people did survive the Great Flood around the world. Not, you know, not many, but, you know, enough to have different races and stuff and all this. But they're trying to do it again. They have their ark, and they've collected DNA and seed stuff and all kinds of stuff so they can redo everything. Plus they know nature will rebound and this, that, and the other. So we're surrounded by a bunch of distractions and bullshit, and, you know, these doctors are over-drugging people. My husband wasn't used to those drugs whatsoever. Of course it fucking killed him. You know, I would not put my life in their hands. I've seen firsthand everything. I questioned everything, just borderline from getting kicked out of the hospital from seeing my husband, you know. And I, you know, I'll call them out, though, and, you know, and all this, and they don't like me everywhere. And I get less spam phone or fraud phone calls, you know, because they know me, and all kinds of stuff, and I'm on a list, you know, and I'm kind of like, you know, that's great, because I'm targeted, because I'm awake. I own myself. I own my mind, body, and soul. And I'm not letting them take me in their shit hole of control and distractions and bullshit. They don't, you know, I'm tired of all these motherfuckers controlling our will. Each and every one of us, we do, you know, we don't really control our own will. We have to have a permission slip to drive down the road. Little babies. We're not allowed to think for ourselves or listen to certain videos or whatever, because we're little babies. They want to control what we see. You know, they want to take our temperature before we enter places and stuff, because they don't trust us to take our own temperatures or anything. You know, and these motherfuckers, you know, with their, you know, money laundering, they got a whole underground system of total money laundering, you know, like I've said in the last video and stuff, to, yeah, human fucking trafficking, all this shit. And I'm tired of, you know, they have control over everybody's will so much that they can go into your homes, take your kids, take whatever, do whatever, anything they want to us. This is bullshit. And we all have equal fucking dominion when it comes down to nitty-gritty. But they don't want you to realize that. They don't want you to think. They want to pollute your bodies and all this shit, when your body is an electromagnetic energy system, living, breathing, circulation, you know, all the stuff. And they want to clog it, pollute it, distract it, this, that, and the other, and keep you from your energies and your power. You have so much fucking power, you don't even realize. And you know, hey, we're trying to get it back. But when our bodies are being polluted, our DNA is being cut short and stuff like this. So, you know, you have to overcome that. Now, remember, in nature, they can repair their own DNA. Genetically modified plants, the seeds, you can grow them year after year. In a few years, like 3 or so years, their DNA will repair it back to normal, non-genetically modified, natural. Did you know that? Well, you know, there's all kinds of stuff in nature that can repair its own DNA and do all these things, but, you know, here we are, humans, you know, having to run to man on everything, put our faith in man on everything, the crutch, give up your soul, you know, but, you know, they don't want you to know you can do things yourself. You have dominion over the nature, the animals, the beasts, you know, the fucking demons. You have dominion over all that shit equally. And nobody's ever had to suffer without life essentials because it's all been provided here equally. You know, water, food, you know, shelter we can make and everything equally our own because you have dominion over it. Free, it's free, but, you know, we let the few put a price tag on it and control it and shit like this. So, but yeah, they're after you to distract you and kill you. They're killing people left and right. There's a lot more men dying off than women. Of course, there's reason for that because less men to fight wars, etc. And all the other details I've gotten into other videos ranting about, you know, what kind of doctors we have to whatever and what, you know, how different religions don't turn the other cheek, etc. And, you know, people are waking up and, you know, I use my mind control for many things. I can multitask on mind control in different places. I have to think of 2 things at once in order to do paranormal abilities, I guess you could say. So, I've been studying this shit for years and dealing with it for years and been shunned and this, that, and the other for years over it because they want to shun magic and say it's this, that, and the other, it's not real, or oh, that's a miracle, it's somebody else, it's not you, it's, you know, not possible, this, that, and the other, it's, you know, all the above. When, in fact, why are they so fucking busy trying to clog our bodies and pollute everything and fuck up our minds and brainwash us and this, that, and the other? Why would they work so hard trying to do that? Because they don't want us to realize that shit is true and you do have magical powers and everything. Yeah, and time is crucial because let me tell you something. They've been expecting us. I mean, I've said this before in other videos, but look at this for what it is. They've been expecting us. Look how fast technology's advanced. Look how much, you know, things have gotten constricted around us, and certain things taking place much faster than, you know, expected. All the time period that we're living in right now, they've been expecting us because, you know, we're waking up and realizing who the fuck we are. 144,000. So, yeah, our battle through this is hard. It is the battle of the souls and stuff because so many of the people are jumping over the cliff like swine into the fucking shit, you know, whirlpool of shit that their souls are being, you know, recycled. Of course, we're on loop and stuff, I'm pretty sure, and which explains old photographs and different things of people that you know, we recognize in the public eye a lot, and stuff. Also in the future we learn time travel and stuff, but in the future our DNA gets so fucked up that, you know, we look like frail aliens. You know, they all have fingers and ears and mouths and nose. I've been saying this for over 30 fucking years, and it's finally getting out there where people are believing that theory more so, and you can find videos out there, but I've been saying it for over 30 something years, that, you know, aliens sure do resemble us. That's for damn sure. You know, and then they have different colored ones. Oh well, we have different races. I mean, the shit list gets deep. I'll tell you that. But they've been expecting us. That's how come everything's so beefed up around us right now, and how this, battle is, and, everything, the politics, the drama, the bullshit. They don't even do live, politician speeches anymore. They're delayed. Do you know why they're delayed? That's only happened in the past few years, since right around the time, since Quasi-Luminous first discovered things and got the Spear of Destiny and all that stuff. And things started getting censored out, like to where, things are delayed by time and this, that, and the other. The reason being is because, the 144,000 waking up and realizing their powers, and the mind over matter, mind over this, that, and the other, power of suggestion, all the paranormal abilities you can imagine. You don't have to have one gift at a time, bullshit. You can multitask them. You can do all kinds of stuff. You're really connected to humanity and nature. That is natural energy and mind to mind thing. They don't want you to realize all that either. But the other thing is, they're trying to control everybody, keep their minds in control and everything, polluted, sick, unhealthy. Fucking sell you some nutrients on the side after they fucking take it out of the finger-dipped fucking foods. All this shit is on purpose to steal all these souls and commit mass genocide again, just like the Great Flood. And this time, whatever, Superfire, whatever, and they got their seed banks, this, that, and the other, and DNA banks, even human DNA banks, all that. Everything's stockpiled, bunkers, all kinds of shit, hide out in Antarctica because they're melting it, calling it global warming, selling the water in clouds with the fucking weather control to fucking getting that virgin land. They got dibs on it, fuck it up, dirty dipping fingers. Some things dealing with the polar caps, I've often wondered, with this flat earth and everything, and I also know that the earth is alive and grows and adapts to life upon it and grows with life upon it, and, breaks apart and this, that, and the other, has a life cycle and stuff, because it's a creation, and the creator doesn't kill. Only mankind with their dirty dipping lying ass motherfucking fingers do the killing and stealing and killing. And that's what we're living in. They're stealing and killing all around us. Everything we're living in is unsafe and this, that, and the other. But we're at the same moment right before the Great Flood. Okay, we warned a lot of people, and they took shelter, and there's different races, so that'll happen again. But yeah, and we've got to prevent them from doing it again, because the earth is alive and grows and adapts to life upon it. There's no fucking need for this shit, because there's plenty for everybody equally, because we all have equal dominion stuff. But yeah, they've been expecting us. That's how come everything is the way it is, and we're in this time period, in this very moment. And, of course, they fucking, basically got us all targeted one way or another. They're fucking with you, your family, this, that, and the other. I mean, there's details of my life they fucked with me on over the years that, I can totally relate to other people's stuff going on right now, and this, that, and the other. And, they'll put you fucking through the ringer of jumping through hoops to try to get things back that they've taken away from you. You know what I mean? And just all kinds of stuff. But just call out this fucking beast. You have fucking dominion over it. You have dominion over the beast, the demons, this, that, and the other. Your mind, you can multitask different abilities. There's different things you're doing, whether you realize it or not. Just start realizing it and stuff. Got to eat healthier and this, that, and the other. And start, if nature and stuff can repair their own DNA, so the fuck can we. We don't need to run to the doctor. We don't need to run to everybody else and this, that, and the other. And I'm not following in my parents' footsteps on shit and being laid up in front of the fucking scrying mirror and sick and telling my kids about how I have to go to the doctor all the time. Same routine when you call your elders always. You know what I mean? I'm not following in this shit, and, because, 144,000 are here to stop this shit, prevent the second destroying of Earth or whatever, you know, and we got a major battle because not only they got their weapons and bullshit, they got all this mind control and censoring and polluted shit and brainwashing, idol worship, fucking distractions and red tape, rabbit hole, all a bunch of bullshit, chaos mess running to and fro in the big thick books of, you know, religions to laws to whatever. I mean, the shit is deep, and you got a bunch of followers out there. All the others turning around, just wait to be saved. Wait for it. Oh, he was God. He's gonna let us suffer, but oh yeah, everything's provided here equally for us, but we're supposed to suffer. No, you're suffering for the elite to get away with stealing and killing, and you just turn the other cheek and let them fucking do it and forgive them for it and wait to be saved from it. It's the perfect fucking strategy. All this shit is such a perfect strategy to control the masses. I could write the next book after the Great Fire. I mean, because I see what they wrote after the Great Flood. And why. And, you know, the fact that, you know, it's human nature to be parented, led, and blah, blah, blah. They just totally preyed upon humanity, nature, life, everything. Just stealing and killing, doing whatever the fuck they want, and this shit's gotta stop. I don't give a fuck what weapons they got, what they've done. I've been seeding in you know, I ain't even gonna get into all the deep shit, but, you know, I can multitask, I can go through masses of people at the same time, I can, the shit gets deep. But yeah, they don't do live broadcasts anymore. It's all delayed and this, that, and the other, because you can make people fucking, you know, during a live broadcast, slip in their tongue, fucking trip, fucking accidentally spill a word of truth when they're lying and bullshit. You know what I mean? So, of course, there's certain motherfuckers out there, and you know, we own this shit. So when they sit there and try to protect their little buildings and their bullshit, and they say you can't do this, you can't bring a camera in, you can't do that, and this, that, and the other. We own all this shit, you know, and then some, and they've been ripping us off, stealing and killing, and I don't fucking appreciate it. I don't fucking appreciate all these motherfucking underground crimes, because if they were, any of them were doing their fucking jobs, we wouldn't be in this fucking shit mess. But fuck yeah, they've been expecting us. Oh, fuck yeah. So get, you know, better get your swords and shields and seeds and bunkers and this, that, and the other, and warn everybody and try to wake, I don't know what the fuck, man, but it really boils down to probably, you know, because you gain a lot of knowledge when you do your blood over intent and all this, too, but the knowledge was there before then in order for you to get that far to do it, and your strength and your courage and all that stuff, and seeing through everything to even get to the point of blood over intent. So therefore, you know, you don't realize, but a lot of you do. You do hold a lot of powers, but at the same time, you're being, you're, you know, in a whirlpool of shit trying to get the fuck out of it, as far as being polluted and the frequencies around us, to all this stuff. It's all designed to stop us. But our superpowers are really unlimited in so many ways. It's unfucking believable what you can do, and I can't sit there and, you know, demonstrate and pinpoint, and, you know, everything, you know, exactly at that very minute. I don't want to incriminate myself on some things, but I think I already have plenty. Because, you know, fuck it, you know. What do I stand for in life? It's my soul, my will. I see what's going on. I see the fucking truth. What do I stand for in life? Well, hell, I don't stand for the stealing and fucking killing over here. I have fucking dominion to say fucking no and stop them. And you know what I mean? There needs to be a fucking people's army and a people's fucking judicial system and this, that, and the other to judge them motherfuckers who claim themselves sovereign from their crimes, that get to judge themselves, and, you know, all this bullshit. So I'll go down whatever way, doing, you know, standing against all their beliefs, all their bullshit, everything that they fucking dished out on humanity generation after generation, because I see through all the fucking bullshit, because I've managed over the years basically to keep my soul, because when you question everything and you just don't feel right about things over the years, and you got to this point where, you know, you do your blood over intent and you see through all the stuff, then, you know, they never had your soul. So of course you're targeted. They fucking, oh yeah, the movies, all the stuff is based on our re-legion of an army, or 144,000 coming back and you know, saying everything again, on waking everybody up. And that's how come, you know, people survived the Great Flood and had underground tunnel system bunkers and this, that, and the other in different races. We're in the same shit, different time period. So we're in the same time period as right before the Great Flood. They took out the Apocrypha from the Bible and all that, but you don't have to get into all, you can get into whatever and research anything I'm saying. The fucking shit will be found. A lot of stuff they turn around and hide once I find it, and then anyway, because, you know, they got to censor everything. It's like, yeah, and, you know, but however I do my superpowers, for me, is a scale. It's a scale, you know, the feather and the heart scale. For me, I interpret it differently than others. I am the scale. I am good. I am evil. You know, I am both. So I hold the scale. I have the eyes to see both. And the right and dominion to judge motherfuckers stealing and killing. You know what I mean? I have the right to judge that. And so do you. I can't turn the other cheek. I see that they're destroying and stuff like this, and if the Bible was the last testament and will, and we're supposed to be stewards, see how well that's going. You know what I mean? So I stand as a steward, equal dominion steward, in dominion over the beasts, the land, and everything, and motherfuckers stealing and killing. That's the way I stand, and I'll go down that way. So no matter what they do to me, and I'll be back. Because I know other shit. So, you know, but I'm not following it, and here we are again, y'all.